"40 Rules of Love", Shams. Konya, October 30, 1244. Before I met Rumi, just one night prior, I sat on my balcony at the inn of sugar vendors. My heart rejoiced at the magnificence of the universe God has created in His image, so that everywhere we turned, we could both seek and find Him. And yet human beings rarely did that. I recall the individuals I had met, the beggar, the prostitute, and the drunk, ordinary people who suffered from a common malady, separation from the One. These were the kind of people that the scholars fail to see while sitting in their ivory towers. I wondered if Rumi was any different. If not, I made a nod to myself that I should be a conduit between him and the underbelly of society. The town had finally gone to sleep. It was that time of night when even the nocturnal animals are reluctant to disturb the reigning peace. It always made me both immensely sad and elated to listen to a town sleep, wondering what sorts of stories were being lived behind closed doors. What sorts of stories I could have lived had I chosen another path, but I hadn't made any choice. If anything, the path had chosen me. I remembered a tale. A wandering dervish arrived in a town where the natives didn't trust strangers. "Go away!" they shouted at him. "No one knows you here." The dervish calmly responded, "Yes, but I know myself, and believe me, I would have been much worse if it were the other way round. As long as I knew myself, I will be all right. Whosoever knows himself knows the One." The moon showed me with its warm glow. A light rain as delicate as a silk scarf began to fall on the town. I thanked God for His blessed moment and left myself in His hands. The fragility and brevity of life struck me once again, and I recall another rule. Life is a temporary lawn, and this world is nothing but a sketchy imitation of reality. Only children would mistake a toy for the real thing, and yet human beings either become infatuated with the toy or disrespectfully break it or throw it aside. In this life, stay away from all kinds of extremities, for they will destroy your inner balance. Sufis do not go to extremes. A Sufi always remains mild and moderate. Tomorrow morning, I will go to the big mosque and listen to Rumi. He can be as great as a preacher, as everyone says, but in the end, the breadth and the scope of every speaker are determined by those of his audience. Rumi's words might be like a wild garden, full of thistles, herbs, spruces, and shrubs, but it is always up to the visitor to pick his fancy. While pretty flowers are instantly plucked, few people pay attention to the plants with thorns and prickles. But the truth is, great medicines are made from them. Isn't it the same with the garden of love? How can love be worthy of its name if one selects solely the pretty things and leaves the hardships? It is easy to enjoy good and dislike the bad. Anybody can do that. The real challenge is to love the good and the bad together. Not because you need to take the rough with smooth, but because you need to go beyond such descriptions and accept love in its entirety. There is only one more day before I meet my companion. I cannot sleep. O Rumi, the king of the realm of words and meanings, will you know me when you see me? See me.